Coming up on Cedar Valley today, Wartburg College's president is addressing students' concerns about budget cuts. And Wartburg is also looking at a few housing changes for the next school year. And we'll take a look at what's new in science. This is Cedar Valley Today. Hello and welcome to Cedar Valley Today. I'm Kaylin Thompson. Wartburg's president, Dr. Daryl Colson, spent a portion of yesterday answering students' questions about the college's recent budget cuts. Because of those budget cuts, 3 Wartburg faculty positions are facing possible elimination. Colson says the recommended position cuts are a result of trying to balance the college's budget.
Our college as well as other colleges, if I really want to understand structure and career structure, budget's just simply imbalanced, and largely because enrollment has declined over the past several years. So we now have fewer students paying the tuition fees from the board than we did, say, 3 or 4 or 5 years ago. So we just have to adjust the budget.
Students were concerned about the reduction of liberal arts, but many say they were surprised with the level of calmness during the meeting.
I think everybody was kind of they were kind of anticipating some hostility and resentment from the student body, so it was really nice to kind of see that that was not the case at all and that they were really quite civil.
Wartburg's. For the last month, the Waverly Public Library has had the history books on display. The exhibit aims to educate people on how books originated. The exhibit showcases some of the original ways text was documented, such as stone, papyrus, and early paper. The goal is to bring to life the invention of writing, paper, and books. The Waverly Library is one of 12 libraries in Iowa to be selected for the month-long program during 2015. The University of Iowa Center for the Book and the Iowa Center for the Book are leading the exhibit. The exhibit is at the library until November 13th. Wartburg College now has its very own comic book exchange. The comic book exchange cart was founded by Zachary Stanley and Hemraj Nimnauth. It features both new and old comics to be exchanged free of charge. The exchange works similarly to checking out a book at the library, but instead of checking out comic books, you would exchange it for another comic book.
The main purpose is to get people involved again. If you're too busy, say, to read a 300-page book, you can pick up a quick comic book. People, as they've gotten older, it's a lot harder for them to keep up with things like comic books or video games and stuff because there's so much responsibility. So this is a way of them to kind of keep in touch with their childhood.
If you are interested in comics, you can find the exchange cart on the ground floor of Vogel Library. If you are looking for a quilt fix, First United Methodist Church is hosting their annual quilt auction this Saturday. Beginning at 1 p.m., attendees can buy homemade quilts from all over Northeast Iowa. Proceeds from the quilt auction are supporting the international missions of the Methodist Church. Besides a wide array of quilts, lunch will also be available.
Churches from all over bring their handiwork, and there are some of those churches that have quilters that put together quilts and then bring them and donate them to the ingathering where they are put up for auction. The money from those proceeds then goes to help, it's divided up to help local food pantries like the food pantry here and in the Waterloo, Cedar Falls area.
Come hear what Obama has to say about the Russian plane crash.
As Wartburg alumni, we're proud to support Knights Athletics. And as First National Bank employees, we're here to serve you first.
You live in the fast lane. We get that. Nothing can slow you down, not even managing your finances. Stay on the move with Farmer State Bank's mobile app. Deposit checks and transfer money quickly and securely. Farmer State Bank. Ready for the app? Visit us online today.
Wartburg is experiencing a lot of changes for the upcoming school year, and one may be beneficial for students.
Wartburg College is looking at budget cuts for next year, and the tuition is increasing for students. But one thing students can look forward to is Norma bringing back these quarters for laundry.
For me, it's kind of exciting because when I go to do laundry, I usually don't have cash on me because there's not a lot of opportunity that we need cash for.
I think that sounds great because keeping up with quarters is a pain.
It's a really good opportunity for the students to save some money. I wish I would have had it as a fourth year.
Well, I really like money, and I do laundry here a lot, so I think that's a great idea. The less I have to pay, the better.
I think having free laundry is a brilliant idea because finding 4 quarters to do laundry can be very difficult at times.
Well, free laundry would be nice, because I pay about $1 or $2, sometimes $3 a week just to do my laundry, and I can't even afford tuition right now.
More money for tuition, more money for my own personal use.
It'll save a lot of us money where we can use it elsewhere, specifically for books and class and other things, but it's excitement. I'm ready for it.
Cedar Valley Today's Alyssa Kozak joins us live in Waverly on Wartburg's campus. Now, Alyssa, are you still getting any student reaction about this change?
Yes, I am. Students are really excited about the change, and there's also a change in the resident halls coming up. Cassandra Hales, the residential life director, says Leia is the most sought-after place to live among the upperclassmen, and students don't want to do the educational projects like I have here, and they're required to live here. So Residential Life has made the decision to do away with the projects, so it'll be definitely a crazy night when housing sign-up comes up. Back to you, Caitlin.
Thank you, Alyssa. President Obama made his first statement on the doomed flight that broke apart last week, killing all 224 people on board. The president and prime minister both say a bomb may have detonated, but Russian and Egyptian authorities pushed back, saying there is no evidence of a bomb. Egypt also says the United States and Britain have not shared intelligence.
I think there is a possibility that there was a bomb on board, and we're taking that very seriously.
The President of the United States weighing in on what could have crashed Metrojet Flight 9268. The flight, filled with Russian tourists, broke apart midair. But many in the United States want to know, can a bomb get on an American flight? Just this week, congressional testimony detailed an undercover operation where TSA failed 95% of the time detecting fake explosives at U.S. airports.
The failures included technology, TSA procedures, and human errors.
But the larger threat may be beyond the passenger security line.
You may have someone who has gone through all the security checks, has passed all the background checks, but has been successful in hiding their true loyalty or allegiance to Al-Qaeda, Muslim Brotherhood, or ISIS. And this is the ultimate threat, the insider threat.
That's what some believe happened in this case. One U.S. official says intelligence suggests someone at the Sharm el-Sheikh airport helped get a bomb onto the plane. The speculation is unsettling. I'm Mary Maloney, reporting.
ISIS has taken responsibility for downing the aircraft, but those claims have not yet been confirmed. After the break, we'll take a look at what's trending on social media. Now a look at what's trending on social media. Wartburg's volleyball team advances to the championship of the Iowa Conference Tournament. That's after a 3-0 win over Co last night. Wartburg won all 3 sets respectively, 25-18, 28-26, and 25-21. The Knights will host Loris on Saturday at 7:30. After elections earlier this week, the mayoral race continues due to not having a majority vote. Jim Brown shared on his Facebook page that Mayor John Cruz will be backing out of the race. There will still be an election on December 1st for people to write in names. The 3rd annual Cedar Valley Family STEM Festival is 1 week away. Families are invited to come learn about local school programs and careers that focus on science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. The event will be held on Thursday, November 12th from 4 to 7:30 p.m. at the 5 Sullivan Brothers Convention Center in Waterloo. The festival is free and open to the public. With Veterans Day approaching, Walmart is encouraging people to change one light to green. It's called Green Light to Vet, and the cause shines a light on the impact transitioning veterans make in and out of uniform in communities across the country. Change one light to green in a visible location and share your support by taking a picture of your green light and posting it using the hashtag #GreenLightAvet. Now let's take a quick look at today's weather.
When was the last time you got hyped up about your checking account? It's easy at State Bank. With Hype Checking, you can earn up to 2.04% APY on balances up to $25,000. Plus, get a free debit card with unlimited transactions, reimbursement up to $15 in ATM fees per cycle, free online banking, mobile banking, bill pay, and more. Get hyped up at State Bank with checking that earns you more. Open yours today. State Bank. Community-minded, customer-focused. Member FDIC.
Now look at what's new in science for Science Friday.
Calling all wannabe astronauts.
NASA's looking for a few good men and women.
NASA's on a journey to Mars, and we're recruiting the next generation of space pioneers. Think you've got what it takes? We want you to apply for NASA's astronaut program.
Black holes generally suck everything around them, but recently 2 of NASA's telescopes observed something coming out of one. After the object called the black hole corona spewed, a massive pulse of X-ray energy followed. Scientists are hoping this will provide some fresh insight on how black holes function.
NASA recently released a new video of the sun.
The video is released in Ultra HD, which features the sun in many different colors.
The video of the sun was captured by the Solar Dynamics Observatory and uses 10 different wavelengths. Each wavelength looks at a different temperature. The video was released in a 4K resolution called Ultra Definition. You can view the full video entitled Thermonuclear Art on YouTube.
YouTuber Chris Ratzlaff of Calgary, Canada created a video showing a bubble freezing. You too can make a bubble freeze by using the secret recipe. 7 ounces of warm water, 1.2 ounces of corn syrup, and 1.2 ounces of dish soap, and 2 tablespoons of sugar, and chill in the freezer.
Coming up after the break, we'll take a look at what to do in the Cedar Valley this
Whether you live in an older home or you're building a new one.
There are always ways to save energy and money.
And MidAmerican Energy can help.
I needed better insulation. With MidAmerican Energy, I got a $1,000 rebate, and I cut my energy bills by 50%.
With Summer Saver, MidAmerican Energy pays us to control our AC.
And with all the programs we've used,
we're able to save money now
and be energy efficient for years to come.
The power's in your hands with MidAmerican Energy.
Let's take a look at 5 things to do in the Cedar Valley area this weekend. Friday and Saturday night, University of Northern Iowa is performing Rent at 7:30 p.m. in Strayer Theater. Saturday, you can enjoy Wartburg football at 1 p.m. or UNI football at 4 p.m. Both games are at home. Also Saturday afternoon, you can help pack shoe boxes for Operation Christmas Child at 1 p.m. Saturday night, Lamppost Theater is hosting an improv comedy night. And on Sunday, kids can enjoy a Kids Pro Night at Adrenaline X Laser Tag.
Thank you for joining us.
Like our Facebook page and download the Night Vision app for more Cedar Valley news. Have a great weekend.